killing of 4 Muslims in New Mexico shook the Muslim community. Initially, people thought it's Islamophobes who might have done it. President Biden gave a statement and everyone was concerned. Eventually, a person who himself is a Muslim was arrested. So, theories from Islamophobia changed to Shia and Sunni conflict. And people go for simplification, but his brother of one of the deceased person is speaking up. Actually, while Muslim organizations have issued a statement after a statement about the importance of Shia-Sunni conversation and unity and things like that, situation on the ground is such that one Shia and one Sunni, both deceased and murdered people, they were part of the same Islamic center in New Mexico. Their funeral prayers were combined at the same time, and both were buried in the same cemetery run by the Sunni Muslims. So while the local level, it seems a very different picture, people continue to hypothesize. And brother of one of the deceased, Afzaal Hussain, is speaking up, and he is with us from New Mexico. Imtiaz Hussain. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Muslim Network TV.
Thank you so much, Imam Saab, for giving me an opportunity to speak.
Imtiaz Hussain is the brother of the deceased Afzaal Hussain, and a lawyer from Pakistan who is currently pursuing his PhD in criminal justice system. Brother Imtiaz, please accept our sympathies and condolences. May Allah give best place to Marhum and all the 4 people who have passed away. I wonder what is happening to their children and their families. Will you share with us a little bit about your brother Afzaal?
Thank you so much for giving me opportunity. My brother Afzaal Hussain, he was the youngest sibling among us. He was most cherished and most loved boy of our mother and father. We are from Pakistan and live in a little town in district Okara near Lahore. My brother came here in 2017 as a grad student at the University of New Mexico in community and regional planning. He was a student leader in Pakistan, and over here he contested election and was elected as president of Graduate and Professional Student Association in University of New Mexico. He feels proud that he is second Muslim student leader in 150-year history of the University of New Mexico. During his studies, he did an internship in a little town called Los Lunas in city government. And after graduation, he joined Melanie Stansbury's election campaign in District 1. She represents U.S. Congress here from city of Albuquerque. He was so glad that Melanie Stansbury won, but he's from Pakistan. He had passion for politics, but he had a green passport. So he said he need to get U.S. citizenship to fulfill his mission to enter into politics here. He said there's a lot of scope here, and he knows the grassroots level problems, and he said he can raise voice, and he has a plan because he not only came from another culture, he studied community and regional planning here. He was offered a job in city of Espanola, and he started working there as a director of planning in city of Espanola. So he used to drive from Albuquerque to city of Espanola every day. He was a good person, was a strong man. One night, he just came outside and got outside of his apartment for taking a call, and he got shot.
So, I mean, he was pretty active and urban planning. I mean, normally people take part in America in politics and from Pakistani heritage when they have been around here 15, 20 years. But this seems to be a bright person who was rising fast and taking care of the planning for the city and participating in electoral politics and all of that, and life suddenly taken. Now, you have taken an extraordinary step to challenge the hypothesis that it was a Shia and Sunni conflict. Why it is important for you to explain that to people?
Imam, I cannot accept, and I have reason to believe, that this is not a Shia Sunni conflict. It is, to you, I can easily explain in few words that this is not Shia Sunni conflict. First, although we only have one identity that we are Muslim, we have no pride to brand ourselves that we are Sunni. Although we raised as on Sunni faith by our parents, we practice same salah as it happened in Islamic Center of New Mexico. We never participated in any Shia specific religious rituals or majalis or tazia. And this man who is suspect, I saw him many times in mosque in Ramadan in Eid, and a few times my brother was also with me. He must have seen us. How are we praying? How are we practicing, at least? How come that we have no link with Shia specific religious activities? We are just, my brother was picked to be killed. That is Shia? I don't believe so. Second, all those three people, if you go see their social cultural history or social cultural orientation, I do not believe that they have propagated any Shia identity or Shia ideology. If that person hates Shia, at least his prime target could have been those people who propagate, promote Shia ideology, and those are Shia leaders here in the community. How come innocent people, young people, working class who go to work early morning, come back at night, became victim of them? I cannot understand.
Hmm. Are there other hypotheses that what might be the reason for the murder of these people? Because police has found evidence of the car, they have matched the guns with bullets. I don't know what it takes to do all of those things. So if it's not Islamophobia and if it is not a Shia Sunni conflict, what it might be?
Before going towards evidence, let me elaborate you a little bit more. You can understand the whole if you see how was this killing happened. Let me highlight that and then you will have a clear picture. The way my brother got ambushed, he received a call. He was on a call with some other friend and he received a call and he asked, hold on, I have to do a little thing and let me come back. He left his house. And after we see that after 10 minutes, he was shot. There's a dark place on the street corner. He was shot multiple times for one corner. And whoever the suspect is, he chased him in the street and then he shot him again 15 to 20 times. Two different types of weapon used in that short span of few seconds. They have busted more than half of his head. This shows that there's an extreme animosity, an extraordinary motive. This shows that there's a planning. This shows there's a coordination. This is not something we see in Pakistan. I raised in Pakistan. We hear news that someone has ambushed, someone just has killed Shia cleric, Shia religious leader, someone has killed Sunni Muslim leader. We see that. But the way these killing happen, this is a lot of organized thing. He war-style butchery and war-style ambush happen here. This shows that there is something extraordinary. People say, let me tell you a story. They say the suspect in 2018 did not like a man whom his daughter wanted to marry. 2018. These people, four men, helped his daughter marry that man. So he has angered on them. So first, his prime anger focus was the man who had married his daughter. Second, in the United States, or we live in Canada or Europe, if you have someone who create problem to your marriage, there's 911. You can just call. And these four people have no connection with each other. Aftab Hussain, the guy who got shot a week before my brother, he just came in 2021. He was not there in 2018. In 2018, my brother was in Pakistan for 6 months. My brother couldn't pay his semester fee from school and he need to freeze his semester. How come? And in what capacity someone can help here in United States? So I defeat that theory. I cannot accept that theory. So the motive is something extraordinary. There is a strong motive. The way you see my brother was butchered, the crime scene, medical examiner said, gentlemen, you will not be able to read his autopsy report. This is such a horrible thing happened to your brother. One bullet creates at least 3 holes. We couldn't put his head together. This is not something that he just had some identified him that his last name is Hussain. He just killed him and run away. No, this is something extraordinary has happened. But I can assume, I can comment and drive few things. I have no access to the investigation. I have no access to their electronic communication. So FBI and APD has said nothing about that. They're still investigating. So this is what information I have and I can comment.
So FBI and police has not dwelled on the motive. So it's the journalists who are looking after first Islamophobia and then Shia Sunni as a easy explanation. But you very powerfully stated that there is no reason to assume such. But the accused are there, and FBI and police are still probably putting things together. What it is happening? Is it possible, in your view, that there may be other killers?
Let me tell you, my assumption that he's not single is the way my brother got ambushed. His selection of time, use of two weapons in short span of time. How come a person is butchering one man a week ago, then he coming to kill another person? Do you think that he feel that he's in a tribal society in Afghanistan and that he's going for headhunting in a medieval style, killing and making minars of human skulls? There is something behind it. There is abettors and conspirators. There is an ideology which I feel. I can smell that there's a coordination. So we are waiting for FBI and police to comment on that. They said that they are working. They are analyzing all different aspects. There's still few dots left in the picture. They have assured us that they will reach towards the depth of this case and tell us under what motive and what ideology they have done this butchery.
Oh, thank you so much, my brother. I know it is so difficult to lose a brother and such a bright person, and three other members of the Muslim community. And at the top of it, talk about it. I understand that. I'm immensely thankful for you coming on board and sharing your thoughts with us. We look forward to hearing what FBI and police finally reveal. So thank you so much, and Assalamu alaikum, Imtiaz Hussain Sahab.
Wa alaikum assalam, and let me just send you with a little message here. First of all, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak. In this case, we are still looking into motive. For us, for me, it is more important to know what ideology has done this. For me, it is not important to give them a deterrent punishment. For me, it is important to know under what ideology of hate these people have done this Holocaust against innocent people. Are he is a person, one person doing his individual capacity, or he's a part of any group? Do he carry any ideology? Who are his abettors and conspirators? So we are looking towards FBI and Albuquerque Police Department to know what are their motives. It is more important to save our society. It's more important to save our city. It's more important to crush the potential hate mongers who have the same ideology and who have the same bread of mind, and they can potentially harm innocent people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.